And I got there and I said, so where's the muscle suit? Where do the fitting for that? They looked at me like I lost a brain cell.
My first question for you today, Tara, is there a specific phrase that gets you into the Miss Minutes accent? And if so, does it include the word dinosaur?
No, don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing. That's about it.
Beautiful. That's great. I said it before. I'll say it again. You're really, really good at being online. Your Twitter presence is the best. I know how you've been interacting with the fans. Do you have a favorite fan interaction with Miss Minutes or favorite piece of fan art? Anything that you've seen the past few weeks?
Thank you for saying that. I love doing my own social media, and I love interacting with the fans, particularly on Twitter. I have been so delighted by how much they've taken her in and loved her so quickly. You know, you never know when you're doing a new character, and certainly putting an animated character on an on-camera show, particularly one that's already so beloved and such a huge franchise, is a big risk. And the fact that the fans loved her right away has been just, I'm so grateful that they've accepted and loved her. And I love looking at the fan art and their guesses of who she is and how much she knows and what her real involvement in the TVA is. Well, I'm so grateful to the fans that it's inspired so much art and love.
Are you going to turn that into one of your famous cosplays? Because you're so good at that too. And now you have a human version of Miss Minutes.
I guess we'll have to wait and see, y'all.
What do you make of the fans speculating that Miss Minutes is the evil mastermind behind everything? I mean, what's your take on that? I haven't seen the last episode yet. Hasn't come out at the time of this interview. What's your take on that?
I love it so much. I love that they think that of her. I love that they think she's capable of that. I love the idea of a strong female character that's super adorable that could take down the world. So I do definitely delight in reading those ideas, and I'm happy they think that she could potentially be the one behind everything.
You have compared Loki and the way that they incorporate Miss Minutes to the classic Who Framed Roger Rabbit. What is, in your opinion, the key to making an animated character in a live action setting work? What's the key? Roger
Rabbit was brilliant. And they did it so well, and it's such a classic. And it's challenging to do it that well. And I actually think that they've done it even better on this show. It's seamless. You don't get taken out of the moments or of any scene because suddenly there's an animated character in there. And I think that has to be, you know, everyone that's worked on this show, and particularly Kate Herron, who had such a vision, and how she's masterfully incorporated old, vintage looking scenarios with modern technology. It's just so beautiful and seamless, and Miss Minutes falls right into that. And I don't have enough of a technical background to explain why it's so good, but it just is, and everything just seems to have gone together to create this phenomenon.
Richard, this is lovely and embarrassing. I'm using my girlfriend's laptop while on holiday. My name is Hector, and I am absolutely thrilled that I get to talk to you, sir. This is fantastic.
Abby, you're looking marvelous, and the beard really suits you. I'm going to tell your boyfriend about it.
You are aware that you're the internet's favorite person right now, yes? You're aware of that?
No.
Your performance in Loki was fantastic. And this is not the first time you're joining a big sort of geek project. You were in Logan, wonderful in that, and Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars. Now, we know you are a massive Star Wars fan. My first question for you, Richard, did you have any familiarity with the Marvel Comics universe before joining the cinematic universe?
Look, Hector, you're looking at a complete geek. And I can see, because you've got Tom on yours, unless you just put that out, you know, I'm so perfect casting. They go to the Outcasts, you know, Geek Central, I have no shame. And it's such a relief to be able to meet other people and go, oh, you're a geek too. Welcome to Nerd World.
Are there any other geek worlds or roles or anything else that you would want to do? Because the internet wants to help you manifest that, sir. What hashtags do we need to start? What else do you want to do?
Okay, so because classic old Loki, because I am so old, is the only person that can communicate and understand with alligator Loki, I think that Kevin Feige should write a whole subseries of classic old Loki and alligator.com on their adventures.
I agree, absolutely. That would be amazing for Disney Plus. That would be fantastic. Richard, were you looking at Tom's performance in the other films as Loki as anything to draw from, or was your classic Loki kind of his own original creation?
It was very intimidating because I thought, you know, as much as flattery, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. I couldn't hope to begin to take on and imitate or mimic what Tom has done so brilliantly over the last decade plus and counting. So when I read the script and I saw that instead of it describing himself as the god of mischief, as Tom quintessentially is, when he described himself as god of the outcasts, I thought, that's a way in, because you have to be vulnerable, and he's older, and he's prepared to, come back and be arrested by the TVA in order to try and even meet his estranged brother after being isolated for so many decades, and make the ultimate sacrifice to Asgard. So I thought that's a whole different energy and attitude than God of Mischief, Tom Hiddleston's thing. So
absolutely.
Absolutely. That informed me, and that's entirely the script.
We also love seeing your behind-the-scenes photos and videos, you putting on the costume. I have to ask, what was your favorite element of that amazing outfit?
Well, that amazing outfit was not so amazing to me, because when Jack Kirby's brilliant illustrations and the costume designs, fabulous costume design, were one and the same. And I thought, finally, at the age of 64, I'm going to be in my muscle suit of my dreams, as they're having born without any. And I got there, and I said, so where's the muscle suit? Where do I the fitting for that? They looked at me like I lost a brain cell. And they said, no, there's no muscle suit. I said, but I can't get in this outfit, with the tights and the cape and all this gear and green tights without muscles underneath it. I don't have any. And they said, no, you just have to rely on Loki magic. So I was very put out that I didn't have the muscle suit, and I still am. So if I come back, I'm going to be in the muscle suit, believe me.
Richard, you looked fantastic, and you absolutely are a tried and true geek. Name dropping Jack Kirby like that, sir. I thank you. I so appreciate that. I'm such a fan. You. I would love to ask too, in those final moments, if we can talk spoilers, those final moments with your glorious purpose, your character seemed very kind of emotional, with almost tears in his eyes. What was going through his head in his final moments?
I think that, you're giving up. And I know, because of the age I am, I was double the age of most of the people on the unit, and certainly of the cast, that there is this handing over the baton that happens when you get older. And, it's inevitable. And I've seen it with older actors around me, even older than me, that there is a moment where you have to just let it go out there. So that informed that. And plus I had industrial-sized turbo wind machines blowing the bejesus out of me. So Abby, Hector, Navarro, it was a big moment. I loved it.
Well, I love talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for absolutely making my week. I was so looking forward to it. You were awesome in the show. I hope you get to come back on behalf of all geeks everywhere. Welcome home, sir. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.